Hello everyone. In the today's session, we are going to discuss about the sexual reproduction in plants. In the last videos, we finished that vegetative propagation, that is asexual reproduction in plants. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the sexual reproduction in plants. Okay, so the major difference between the sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction we already discussed in the previous videos. So once again I will tell you that in the sexual reproduction there is a two parents involvement. In the asexual reproduction there is single parent involvement. Here come for the plant. Here the reproductive part of the plant is flower. So if flower involvement is there, then that is considered as a sexual reproduction in plants. If there is no involvement of flower, even though the new plant arises, means that is comes under the asexual reproduction in plants. Okay, so that is the main difference. So here first, before going to see about the reproduction process, we should know about some structure about the flower. So we will start this session with the flower anatomical structure. Clear? So majorly we can see reproductive parts and non-reproductive parts in the flower. Okay, so the outer colorful structure of the flower is called as generally petals. So this is from basic onwards. Okay, so from 6th onwards or 5th onwards we will see about the structure of flower, and just once again we are recalling all these things. Okay, so and this is called as sepals. Generally the green color portion which is present at the bottom of the flower is called as sepals. So these petals and sepals are non-reproductive part of the flower. Why? Because there is no direct involvement of these two in the reproduction process. Okay, so there is no direct involvement. That is why petals and sepals are comes under the non-reproductive part of the flower. These are also important MCQ questions. Okay, which of the following is a reproductive part? Which of the following is a non-reproductive part? So these are also important. That is why we are discussing it right now. So come for this carpel and stamen. Okay, the center portion of the flower which have the gynoecium ovary is called as carpel. Okay, and these are called as stamen. Okay, so these carpel and stamen are the main reproductive parts of the flower. So these are reproductive parts and these two are non-reproductive parts of the flower. Okay, so here for our topic we require all these things only. That is why we are discussing about this. Okay, there are so many other parts. This is called as stalk and this is called as gynoecium, and here the base of the flower is different. Okay, so like that some many other parts are also there, but here for our topic these are important. That is why we are discussing about these petals, sepals, carpel and stamen. Okay, these two are majorly considered as a non-reproductive part of the flower. These two considered as a reproductive parts of the flower. So individually we will see about the stamen and carpel. Okay, here this is the stamen which is a male reproductive part of the flower, and come for the carpel, female reproductive part of the flower. Okay, and come for the stamen, we have two parts. One is these sacs which are nothing but called as anther. Okay, and the stalk which is called as filament. Okay, this is filament and these are anther. Okay, anther which contain the male reproductive cells which are nothing but the pollen grains. Okay, so stamen have two parts. One is anther, another one is filament. Okay, the pollen grains are present in the anther, and this male reproductive part of the flower is called as stamen. Okay, come for the carpel. Majorly carpel have three parts. Okay, one, the above structure is called as stigma, the tube-like structure is called as style, and the bottom structure is called as ovary. Okay, inside the ovary the dots which are nothing but the ovules. Okay, which are the main part of the ovary. Okay, these three are the parts of carpel, which is a female reproductive part of the flower. Okay, these stamen and carpel are the reproductive parts of the flower, and in that especially stamen is the male reproductive part and carpel is the female reproductive part. Okay, so here male is involved and female is involved for the reproduction process. So that is why it is a sexual reproduction process. So the main parts, reproductive part of the plant is what? Flower. Okay, so now we will see, just for a better clarity, we will see the natural flower once. Okay, this is a hibiscus flower, petals, and this green portion is sepals. Okay, and here come for this. Look at here. These yellow color are stamen. Okay, and this is stigma. Okay, so we'll see the inner portion also. Okay, so this is the base portion of the flower, okay, which is called as thalamus. A base and the thalamus. Okay, so and there are different type of pollen. What is that? Stamen and carpel will be there. Here it is a compound one. The stamen are attached to the style only. Okay, so here look at this. These are stigma, style, and this white one is there, no? That is ovary. Okay, if we cut this carefully, we can see the ovules as well. Okay, come for our topic. Look at here, I separated this. Okay, these are stamen, compound one, and this is the carpel. Okay, this white one is a style, and we have stigma here and gynoecium. What is that? Ovary. Okay, I will try to dissect the ovary. Okay, I tried to dissect, but if magnifying lens is there, we can happily observe this and just try to observe. There are some few small ovules we can see, if it is possible for you. Okay. Sorry, it is not working. Do you find small particles here? Okay, so these are ovules. This is the complete structure of the flower. I hope everybody understand this. Okay, these are the parts of the flower. Okay, so now based on the presence of these parts, there are majorly two type of flowers are there. Okay, so one is unisexual flowers and bisexual flowers. Now we will see that also. Types of flowers. If a flower having either stamen or carpel, any one of that, if it is having, then that is considered as a unisexual flower. So either male part of the flower or female part of the flower. Okay, if a flower contain male part of the flower, that is stamen, then that is considered as a male flowers. Okay, those are considered as male flowers. If the flower have female part of the flower, that is carpel, then that flower is considered as a female flowers. Okay, so example for this is bottle gourd flowers and papaya flowers. They are separated. Male flowers and female flowers will be there to that plant. And those type of flowers are considered as a unisexual flowers. Uni is nothing but one. Okay, having any one, only one reproductive part, that is either stamen or carpel. That is unisexual. Come for the bisexual flowers. Having both stamen and carpel in the same flower, like what we have seen now, hibiscus flower is there, no? And that hibiscus flower is a bisexual flower, and datura is a bisexual flower. Many plants having bisexual flowers only. Okay, so having both stamen and carpel, which contain, so here I draw this datura flower, no? So both the stamen and carpel is present in the same flower, then this is a bisexual flower. If it contains only either carpel or stamen, that is considered as a unisexual flowers. So there are, based on the presence of the parts, there are two type of flowers, bisexual and unisexual. Okay, so by this flower I am ending the today's session. In the next session I will continue the next step in the reproduction in the plants, sexual reproduction in the plants. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like my video, please subscribe, share and like, and please press the bell icon, and you will get the notifications for the next videos. Once again, thanks for watching.